Hey, dude, whoa. Dude, I'll come back.
It's not what it looks like.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Ethical behavior is defined as acting in ways consistent with what society and individuals typically think are good values. By what we just saw, it's pretty easy to differentiate between right and wrong.
Most of us live and work by this set of values every day.
But some of us don't.
Well, that's why we enlisted the TDOT referee to help us define what is right and what's going to draw a flag.
Many times as a TDOT employee, those good values may be tested. Sometimes you may not even realize what you were doing is wrong. And because the TDOT referee can't go to work with you every day, we are going to give you a few examples of what to look for.
Yes, there are many topics that fall under the ethical behavior umbrella. One that we see on a regular basis is gifts or conflicts of interest.
Basically, TDOT employees are not allowed to accept any gift from anyone they do business with.
Yes, now there are some exceptions.
Congratulations!
For instance, if an association wants to present you with an award honoring all of your hard work, then great.
But just know that if it is made of pure gold and if you try to sell it to the gold store, well, that's going to draw a flag.
Now, if you do receive such a gift, there are procedures in place to protect yourself. For instance, if a contractor buys bagels and coffee for your office, that's okay.
As long as it's under $50.
Right, but you still need to report the gift to your compliance officer.
And there are way too many items to cover when it comes to ethical behavior. The reason that this book is so thick, because a lot of people come up with some creative ways to bend the rules.
Yeah, so if you or others would find it inappropriate, then it probably is, like gossip, for instance.
Have you noticed the new guy is always on the phone?
And you know he's not talking to his wife.
I heard he's a spy. It's true.
Now, workplace etiquette should be a no-brainer. When it comes to the use of TDOT assets, it gets a little more involved.
What we are talking about here are those things like vehicles, phones, computers, equipment, and office supplies.
Yeah, and because we are the Department of Transportation, we have many vehicles. But the policy is easy. Only state employees are authorized to operate state-owned vehicles. You may, within reason, make a personal stop if it is on your normal route to or from work. State vehicles are only to be used for work.
Let's go!
Those of you who drive a state vehicle will also use a gas card, and because we track usage of gas cards by your PIN number, don't give yours out.
What was that PIN number again?
Check the sign.
And please don't ever alter a state-owned vehicle in any way.
2 words. NASCAR.
For those of you who are issued a state-owned cell phone, the policy simply states that the I'm sorry, I gotta take this to my bookie. Yeah, it's my bookie. I know,
really?
I know, yeah.
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Right.
Use of these resources is intended for the benefit of state government and only carrying out TDOT business.
I'm rolling!
Don't ever make a Harlem Shake video.
And because the same rule applies to computers, do not upload it to the internet on a TDOT computer. And the same goes for all TDOT equipment and property, from identification cards, uniforms, credit cards, cameras, chainsaws, trimmers, hand tools. The list goes on and on.
They are only to be used for work, and you are also responsible for these items and are required to follow the proper procedure to use such equipment or property.
You off today? No, I'm on the clock. Me too.
And don't falsify timesheets. That could be grounds for dismissal.
Time reporting is very important. There are several infractions. Some are obviously wrong.
But some are a little less obvious, like approving overtime for an employee who is having financial difficulties. All overtime should be warranted.
And when you are on the clock, your time should be spent doing TDOT business. It is not the time to try this.
Let's go. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Down, up, down, up.
So we have presented you with quite a bit of information, and you may be thinking there are just too many rules and regulations. But our message is simple. If it feels wrong, then it most likely is. If you were not sure, we encourage you to ask your supervisor or the HR department. If you witness or suspect consistent or serious violations of TDOT and state policies, report it on the TDOT integrity line. You can even report it anonymously.
And most importantly, if someone is stealing TDOT's money or resources, they're actually stealing from you. We all pay taxes, and TDOT runs on tax dollars. So if you see something wrong, it benefits us all to do the right thing. If we all keep an eye out for each other, we won't even need this guy.